From your local news leader and the Spirit of Community Award winner, this is NBC 10 News at 5.
Right now, the latest on the mass shooting out of Dayton, Ohio. 9 people dead, including the gunman's sister. And less than 24 hours before Dayton, 20 people died in what law enforcement is now calling an act of domestic terrorism. Exclusive video from El Paso. Plus, they lost him while he was simply doing his job. We speak to the family of the tow truck driver killed on I-20 Friday night. Hello, and thank you for spending the weekend with me. I'm Chelsea Jones. Senior law enforcement officials say 24-year-old Connor Betts opened fire in Dayton's Oregon district early Sunday morning. It killed 9 people, including his sister, and wounded at least 27 others. This makes 2 mass shootings in less than 24 hours. Our coverage begins right now. Officials say just after 1 a.m. Sunday, Betts was wearing body armor and carrying high-capacity magazines. He fired dozens of rounds into the crowd outside of a nightclub called Ned Pepper's. Less than a minute after the 24-year-old began shooting, he was then shot and killed by first responders.
In less than 1 minute, Dayton first responders neutralized the shooter. I'm just still completely amazed at the heroic nature of our police department.
Authorities have searched Connor Betts' home. They say he lived in this Bellbrook neighborhood, a suburb of Dayton. They will not reveal his exact address. Bellbrook police, though, say they helped Dayton police and FBI carry out that search.
I think they cleared the house and a few of the vehicles that were here. Whether the bomb squad was here in some regard, I know they took due regard in making sure that everything was safe when they went in there.
Bellbrook police say they were not aware of any history of violence by Betts. Now, we have exclusive video of the scene of the Saturday shooting in El Paso. We want to warn you, though, that the footage may be disturbing to some. The federal government is now treating this mass shooting as a case of domestic terrorism. Authorities say around 10:30 Saturday morning, 21-year-old Patrick Cruces walked into the Cielo Vista Walmart, began shooting, killing 20 people and injuring many others. Jail records reveal that Betts is being charged with capital murder, or no, Cruces, I should say, is being charged with capital murder, but enhanced charges are likely. And Monroe Police and other local law enforcement agencies are looking for an unidentified male they say jumped into the Ouachita River. Officials say the man jumped off the Louisville Bridge, and the Monroe Dive Team and other law enforcement is searching for him. We will continue to update you on this developing story. Well, new at 5, the family of a tow truck driver who died while on the job Friday is demanding justice. Lloyd Moore's children say he was a wonderful man who would do anything for anyone. Now they're pleading that the person who did it to come forward. NBC 10's Anna McAllister has the story.
If I could pick that phone up and I could call him, and he always got me to calm down. Now he's not here to calm me down.
Through tears, Lloyd Moore's children remember their beloved father. Moore, the owner of a tow truck company, died while doing what he loved Friday night.
My dad was a kind man, well-known, well-liked in the community. He's been driving a tow truck for over 40 years.
His family says Moore and an assistant were picking up a vehicle on I-20 near Monroe. As they were finishing up, the assistant got in the truck, waiting for Moore to hop back in.
Realized that something must not be right, so he got out of the truck and walked around to the driver's side and saw him laying in the interstate.
The 65-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. His family says he was hit while loading a car onto his truck. The driver fled the scene.
He was very adamant about safety. We all know the dangers of when we go out. All tow truck operators, first responders.
In 2019, Louisiana State Police Troop F has investigated 25 fatal crashes, resulting in 30 deaths. Troopers urge citizens to obey Louisiana's Move Over law, where drivers must move over not only for law enforcement, but also for highway and tow truck workers.
Everyone in this community will always remember him as the man that would help you any way he could and never ask for any kind of acknowledgement in return.
Reporting in Tallulah, Anna McAllister, NBC 10, your local news leader.
The official cause of death has not been released. There will be a vigil for Moore tonight at 8 p.m. at the Tallulah Courthouse. Well, coming up on NBC 10 News at 5, Delta Airlines is improving their care for those needing sign language communication. Plus, Hot Springs has a bacteria floating around in the water, and the popular site has been shut down. We'll take a look after the break.
And if you enjoyed today's weather, we'll expect more of the same as we start the upcoming work week. But with each day, the heat will be building. We'll tell you how hot it will get by the end of next week when NBC 10 News at 5 continues.
Are you a DirecTV or AT&T UVerse subscriber who can no longer watch our sister station, Fox 14, through your television provider? First, we apologize for the inconvenience, as DirecTV and AT&T has refused to accept our parent company's offer to extend negotiations to avoid disruption to your service. We encourage you to reach out to DirecTV and AT&T at the number on your screen to express your concern for not receiving programming from KARD Fox 14, in addition to the most accurate weather forecast and local news that protects and informs you and your family.
If you're a parent of school-age children, this Tuesday's Back to School Special Edition is a must-see.
And we're going to start the morning off with the best in back-to-school fashions.
Then tackle some of the serious topics facing students, such as bullying and hunger.
800 children are taking a backpack full of weekend food home every weekend. It really is a community effort to feed these kids.
The Back to School Special Edition, all day Tuesday in every newscast on NBC 10, your local news leader.
It was a Saturday morning. While I was sitting at a red light, bam, someone ran right into the back of me. I made that one call on a Saturday, and Morrisburg got me $270,000.
Injured in a car wreck on the weekend? Don't wait until Monday. One call, that's all.
I stand with President Trump on immigration. The media says that's racist. What a bunch of politically correct nonsense. I'm Eddie Risponi. I'm a businessman, not a career politician. I support President Trump's wall 110%. As your governor, I'll ban sanctuary cities and end welfare benefits for illegal immigrants the second my hand comes off the Bible. I'm Eddie Risponi. I'm no career politician. I'm a conservative outsider who stands with our president.
HarperCollins Summer Reads are here. The summer country bestseller Lauren Willett gives us a sweeping Victorian love story. In The Islanders, two strangers meet on an island with unexpected romance and secrets. For Riverdale fans, podcast hosts leak unauthorized case files in Riverdish. All available now.
You're invited to the summer's premier bridal event.
NBC 10 News at 5 continues.
A possible health risk forces a popular hot springs destination to shut down. Several pools at the Quapaw Bath House, as well as an outdoor fountain, tested positive for Legionella bacteria. At this point, the Arkansas Department of Health says there's no proof spa visitors picked up the bacteria there. But in the past few years, 3 people who went to the Quapaw Baths were diagnosed with Legionnaire's disease. Susan Elcroy says they're taking a proactive step.
Changing up the show.
In Hot Springs, it's the water that brings a constant stream of visitors.
The bathhouses are always a draw.
But a bacteria is now bubbling up a health scare that has Janabeth Kelly doing a double take.
I knew it wasn't good.
They were stopped by closed signs on the Quapaw Baths and Spa, taped up after Legionella bacteria were found inside a public and private bath, as well as a separate fountain run by the National Park Service.
Obviously, they're doing their job.
For at least the next week, the pools here will be closed since they're waiting on test results from the state health department to first see if this is a problem, and then, if so, how widespread.
The closure right now is an abundance of caution. Legionella is actually very common in water.
According to the spa, water is tested daily, and it's never been shut down over a sanitation or health issue. But since Legionella can lead to respiratory issues and in severe cases, Legionnaire's disease, no one's taking chances.
A lot of people who get exposed to the Legionella bacteria do not develop any illness, but some people do, and there are certain people at higher risk.
With doors locked for cleaning, it's leaving these friends moving on down Bathhouse Row.
We'll go somewhere else.
With a new concern flowing through their minds.
Something to think about before you just jump in.
Well, the health department is warning spa visitors that symptoms can start up to 2 weeks after being exposed. So if you're having breathing issues, get tested by a doctor. That's pretty nasty stuff, but just make sure you're taking precautions if you're affected. So let's talk about this weather. What can we expect coming up?
Well, if you like this weather, it's going to be sticking around for a little bit, but then the heat is going to be on by the end of the week. Time out the details coming up next. You're watching NBC 10.